hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Grand Rising, everybody, Grand Rising. Brought to you from Huntsville, Alabama. It's 9:32 in my neck of the wood. What time of it is in your neck of the wood? Hey, Vanessa Jones, Grand Rising. Vanessa Jones, yes. Sexy Mama at 60, Grand Rising. Hey, my beautiful Linda Gamble, Grand Rising. CRL, Grand Rising. Jamita Joe McCullen, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing this morning? Well, we had a real bad storm in Georgia. I was in Georgia yesterday, y'all. I had to go home. I took a one-day break, you guys. Hey, Vanessa Smith, Grand Rising. Linda Gamble, Vanessa Jones. Who else I got up here? Grand Rising to all of you. Demita Joe, CRL. Okay, you guys, if anybody else come in, I will shout your name out. But you guys, when I was in Atlanta, I was looking at Maurice's interview, and Maurice is worse than his brother. We saw a lot of Marceau, but we didn't see a lot of Maurice. In Maurice's interview, he said that he told Kimmy that, he couldn't get with her if she wanted to be the leader. And then she said, absolutely, absolutely. I don't want to be the leader, But I'm wondering, how can a man lead when he's bringing nothing to the table, ladies? You got a man that's homeless. You got a man don't have a pot to piss in. How can he lead? He can't even give me a place to stay. How you gonna lead? You can't even give me a pillow to lay my head on. And you talking about leading me when I'm the one got everything. She's the one that was already established. She's the one that already had the beautiful home. She's the one that had the career. But yeah, and still he put himself on a pedestal. He's a male chauvinist. A male chauvinist think that women's are inferior and men's are superior. That's why he say it don't matter what she say. He said, I'll listen to her whatever she's telling me, but I makes the decision. I makes the final decision. And then now, he can't step up to the plate. He never has stepped up to the plate with Kimmy. Now Kimmy is sick and she want him to step up to the plate. I need you to step up to the plate, even if it's just doing house chores, even if just to raise your son. But no, he's not going to do it because he got a little boy mind. What you say, Elena? Elena, what you say? Maurice has several houses. Kyle is living in one of them. All righty. I'm talking about when she met him. I don't know what he got now, but when she met him, that's what she say. She say he was staying with somebody, sleeping on somebody's couch. I don't know what he bringing to the table right now, whoever you are. Okay, thanks, Elena. Thanks for that. All righty. Dion Jackson, Grand Rising, Dion Grasson, and everyone. Also, season 2, Grand Rising to you. Lady Leo, Grand Rising to you. Well, y'all saw the thumbnail. The thumbnail said Melody throws eggs all into Tisha's face. And I mean, she did it. Y'all know the woman was throwing eggs, shading. When Tisha was at that, even when Tisha sat down at that meeting with her, she overpowered her. She told her, you ain't nothing but a baby bulldog, not even a grown bulldog. We already know that the babies don't have no power. They have to depend on us for everything, little babies. She threw eggs all in this girl's face. And then now she'll call her a dark soul. She called her a devil. She have called this woman every name she can on down to talk about her children. Now she begging this woman to please work for me. And then while you working for me and I done stole your ideas, I'm not going to pay you. Oh, Melody almost told her, well, we have to take baby steps because I am not the same Mel that I was 3 years ago. A lot has taken place. They so used to Mel giving them. Mel has given them everything. Mel has given this girl a platform to make money. Mel has given them somewhere to stay. Mel has given them a car to get around. Mel been good to Tisha, y'all. She's been good to Tisha, and it just dawns me, how could somebody be so cold-hearted? Now, I do get when Mel told her, you act like you don't want to be here. And she said, yes, I did. I want to be here. But she was forced to be there. She want Mel out the picture so she could shine. She know that she can't shine if Mel is in this picture. She wants to teach her want to come on as the new boss. Like she say, I run $1 million company. Her own husband shut that down. Her own husband said, no, I'm replacing you because you have not been productive in this company. All right, we're going to get started. And another thing is about black towns. Black towns, y'all. Y'all know about the Black Wall Street. Those are just few towns. We had a lot of black towns. We're going to talk about Seneca Park. Central Park used to be Seneca Village. A lot of you always talk about the South being low down, but the North was low down too. That's in New York. When they went in there, it's all started over a white woman. Y'all know white women, they always start stuff. And a white woman claimed some black man looked at her or whistled at her or what, and they went in and destroyed the whole town, murdered all these people. Seneca Village was like a Black Wall Street. These black people had really, really, really progress. They had bought all these acres. I think about 300 acres of land, and they built from nothing. We were always building, because who was building this country? We were. Our ancestors were. Who was putting up all the architect building? Our ancestors were. They weren't giving us no blueprint. We had our own blueprint. We built, even black people built the White House. Y'all, the White House, they built that. And then even the whole city of Chicago, black people founded Chicago. Chicago is a black town from a black man. Y'all, I forgot his name, but y'all can look it up. But anyway, now Seneca Village is now Central Park right there in New York. And it shows what archaeologists wanted to just go. They've been digging all throughout Central Park lately. They've been finding a lot of our ancestors' bones out there where someone was just murdered and just was left there to rot and die in the middle of the ground. But they bones had soaked in the earth. So they've been uncovering a lot of our ancestor bones out there in Central Park. So Central Park, who is this? This is Valley. Yeah. Val B. So true. Central Park was a Black Wall Street. Yeah. And it used to be called Seneca Village, y'all. That's what it was called. Now, though, now, what they did was they raided them twice. Twice these people were raided. They went and built somewhere else, and they raided them again and destroyed. Now we'll get these people, pale people, telling us, why can't you people pull yourself by your bootstring? They tell us that all the time, but every time we do, they come in and destroy our towns. And not only destroy our towns, but kill everybody in it. So this story, right now, I want to be monetized, but they probably ain't gonna monetize me. Now, Facebook and YouTube act like we're not supposed to talk about our history. They act like we're not supposed to say nothing about our history and what they're done for us. What they did to us. This is their history. They're the ones that destroyed and killed and murdered and tortured our ancestors. Our ancestors did not do that to them. But anyway, that's what Seneca Village is. Then there's all kinds of towns that were springing up right there in Forsyth, Georgia, right here in Huntsville, called Garnerville, about 20 minutes from Huntsville, where they just went in there and killed up all these people. I mean, because they were jealous, they were doing better than them. Put the towns underwater, made lakeside. And under that lake, you got the school buses under there. Most of these lakes, when y'all pass these lakes, don't just look at that like, oh, what a beautiful lake. Underneath most of these lakes are Black towns. The church is still down there. The graveyard still down there. The people still down there. Schools, you name it, big Black, under those lakes, y'all. So a lot of us, now see that just blew my mind because Lake Garnerville, my brother used to fish in Lake Garnerville. I don't go fishing, but it was him and my sister fish. But when I learned that, he quit fishing in there, he said, damn. And I showed him the proof where under there is a whole city under there. Graveyards, schools, buses, everything under there. And people, he quit fishing. He quit fishing in Lake Garnerville. And so most of the lakes is where our people go fishing at. Yeah. Okay, we're going to get started. Let's see. Val B is very educated towards Central Park. She says Central Park was created. The landscape along what is now the park's perimeter from West 82nd to West 89th Street was the site of Seneca Village, a community of predominantly African America. Oh, thanks for having me. I told y'all, that's why I call y'all my co-hosts, because you guys are very educated. Here's Trudy Cobbs. Trudy Cobbs, I don't think I know you. Lake Lanier, where I was raised. We're going to talk about Lake Lanier today. Yeah, Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier, I think, is that in Georgia? Trudy, I think that's in Georgia. Forsyth, Georgia. Okay, who is it? Rue Jones, Nikki P, Sheila Wright, Grand Rising. So what you say? She said, I live in New York all my life and studied the history of Central Park. Okay, we're going to get started, y'all. We finna start on that, right? We're finna start on those about the parks and the lakes that's buried under sea. But while I'm at it, y'all hit that like button, share and subscribe. And remember, y'all always asking me for my cash. Yeah, y'all see the yellow ticker? $sign Black Titanic. $sign with a capital B is my. I'm gonna put it up here anyway. BLACK. I got super stickers. I'm just let y'all know what I got. I got super stickers and I got PayPal as well. But it's going right across there in that sticker, you guys. I hope I have a better. I hope this thing worked better than it did last time. It froze up on me last time out here. Y'all know I went home. Y'all know I really live. I moved out. Been moved out of Huntsville, y'all. But y'all know I a lot of family members still down here, and I'm down here taking care of bruh, right? And I just had to take a break, so I went home for one day and relaxed. Man, my little grandbabies. My grandbaby, I'm so proud of her. She about 25. She got a job working with the judge. My oldest daughter, now I got three daughters, y'all. My oldest daughter been working with the same judge in Georgia since she was like 19. So now she got my grandbaby on. She worked with the judge down there in Georgia too. So she just got the job. I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of her. She's been studying under her mother. So that's how I know, you know how Melody talks about passing down things to her children. When she was talking about how her children said they're going to go into real estate, property preservation, you know, these are things that she can pass down to her children. They be watching us, y'all. Some kids, yeah, they might not follow their mama footsteps. They might want to do something else. But this old lady talk. Hey, babe. Oh, she on here. I always watch her. That's another content creator. This is the first time I put her up here. Y'all need to go over there. Hey, this old lady talk. I was gonna email you anyway because I want your story. She got a story floating around that went viral about her ex. So I had wanted to invite her on to talk about that. I was I just said that yesterday. Y'all, this is this old lady talk. Y'all don't never go down there. Y'all go and visit her. She has some good content. Y'all support her for me, okay? Thanks for being here, this old lady talk. But let me get started, y'all, because y'all know I gotta go see bro, y'all. Let me tell y'all, that brain is something else, how the brain works. Y'all know I went straight from Georgia, went straight to his room. He's sitting up there all normal today. I told y'all about 3 or 4 days ago he was trying to eat the whites. I ain't sitting up in the chair walking around in the room all normal today. I mean, that brain is something else. Well, that doctor said, well, you know, you had a seizure. The seizure did something to his brain, made him incoherent. But yeah, he walking around and talking to me like, you know, talking about where you been? I didn't see you yesterday. I looked over there like, what shit you were trying to eat whites day before yesterday. Oh, this man got 9 lives, y'all. He got so many lives, but his will to live. Long he got the will to live, I'm going to hang on in there with my brother. All right, you guys. Hey, sexy mama at 60. He tickled me. I taped him, y'all. Yeah, I take this buddy now. And the doctor gave him a good report because, you know, he loved walking. So he walking around all up and down the hallway, and they have to put a beeper on his bed because they don't want him getting up by himself. But he ain't gonna stay in that bed. He been walking all his life. He been walking. He walk, get up every morning and walk every morning, y'all. So I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. If it'll play. Let's see if this will play. Let's see if y'all can see that. I'm just gonna show y'all if y'all can see it. Y'all see it? Now that That's when I came back. Let me see, put that sign up. He's up on the video. By myself. I guess it's figured out how I feel in there. The way they talk about that's what happened. It's making sense to this morning, y'all. I'm all right. I just got skinny tired in the house. I don't know what's all right, y'all. I'll just let y'all peep that, bro. He seemed to be pretty alert today, y'all. Yeah, now let me get back to how Maurice treating that woman. Maurice treating her so low down, so cold hearted, so insensitive. Everybody at that table, including Tisha, you would think that she being a woman, she would come down and talk with the men. I'm doing my thing, bro. Oh, you bet you were taping. Yeah, I'm taping, yeah. So you would think that she would come and try to at least balance it out, but instead she joined in with the men, with Maurice on Kimmy talking to Kyra. Anyway, Kimmy, y'all, you remember when all of y'all did Mel like that? Everybody ganged up on Mel. Now they ganging up on you. It don't feel so good. Just how you started with a man, that's just how you gonna end up. Maurice is a little boy. He's a little boy. That's all he is. He is not a man. He's in a man body, but got a little boy brains, just like Masaw. Yeah, y'all, I done leave my teeth in Georgia. I just don't have a man. I ain't got no shame with my teeth. I'm just gonna let y'all know that. I wear them sometime when I don't feel like it, I won't wear them. Anyway, you guys, it's something else. Mel was not in there. Help me, join me to black out on Stormy, her ghetto family, her ghetto mother. Y'all, please help me black out on them. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all. I told y'all Miss Van said that. Did I say that on the other film? Yeah. Miss Van said that they try to set her up to film with people that she shouldn't film with. That she's not gonna mess her brand up who dealing with those people. But in other words, I gather that they were trying to set her up with some drama so they can ambush her, trying to have her acting ghetto. Anyway, this is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Yeah, y'all, I was trying to find that interview. Miss Van interview, and the host asked her, was she fired? She said, no, she wasn't fired. She got a contract. They gave her a raise, but the problem is that they keep trying to set her up. She didn't call who they were, but we can guess probably was, my opinion, probably was with Stormy Mama. And Stormy. And she said she refused to do that. She said she got Morris and she got character and she got a brand protect, and that's not what she want her brand to be. So she refused. Every time they come to her, and they know she's not gonna Miss Van not gonna be arguing and clowning like that. They doing it on purpose so they can say, well, yeah, we asked her. Why? Well, we asked her to film. Yeah, they know Miss Van ain't finna be acting stupid and ghetto. That's why they asked her. They don't want on in the first place. That's why they asked her to film with. She didn't call no names, but I'm assuming it's Betty and Stormy. She said she's not. She know. I need to find it, y'all. I got an interview with her on there, but I couldn't find it. All right, everybody. Hey, succeeding. I'm finna go on and get the presentation because I gotta go there and see bro. Hopefully he's still alert today, y'all. Hopefully when I walk in that room, he got sense. Y'all see how big he is? That's a big old guy. He fell on the floor, y'all. He fell 3 times on me. Now my sister lived across the street. Twice she helped me. But the last time he fell on me was like 4 a.m. in the morning. He was trying to go he was in the bathroom, y'all, standing up trying to pee. And he fell while he was in there. And I allowed all my strength to get that man up off that floor. I done pulled my back out. I be hurting so bad every day. I be hurting. But I called 911 and that's how he ended up back in the hospital, y'all. All right, y'all talking to me. I'm gonna read y'all comments after we get through with the presentation. Okay, y'all. Thanks for being here, Miss Old Lady. I just feel like a superstar having her here. Y'all don't know what that means to me to have this old lady talk here. I just feel so good. So thank you for being here. Yeah, I feel privileged to have you here. Okay. Video file. Yeah, anyway, this old lady talk, you need to come on up when I put my when I throw out, come on up and talk to me, talk to the audience. And then y'all know y'all need to get over there and give her some likes and get her up there now. Y'all make sure y'all go to her site for me. Y'all might not know about her because I know everybody don't know about a lot of different content creators, but she's good, y'all. Anyway, Miss Van is going to
with Lakes. This is the Amber Ruffin Show.
Over the past couple years, more Americans have become familiar with the story of the Tulsa Race Massacre, where a white mob burned a vibrant Black community to the ground, which is crazy. Even crazier, dozens of other Black towns have been erased off the American map, not by burning them down, but by hiding them underwater. Don't know what I mean? Well, let's find out in a segment called How Did We Get Here? This is Lake Lanier. It's a lake in Forsyth County, Georgia, where people go swimming and boating and fishing and do a bunch of other lakey things. But before it was Lake Lanier, it was a town called Oscarville, Georgia. Now, Oscarville was a thriving, predominantly Black community with a church, a school, and dozens of homes, until the year 1912, when a very bad thing happened. Oh, two very bad things. In 1912, two Black teenagers were accused of rape. They were tried, convicted, and sentenced to death in a single day. And after they were executed, a mob of white men terrorized, drove out, or killed all the Black people in the surrounding area. And they did that until the entire Black community of Oscarville disappeared. The county went from having over 1,000 Black residents in 1912 to 0 in 1920. That story is so sad, it makes this story look like a comedy. After the Black community had been run off, the white people of Forsyth County said, you know what we could use? A big old lake. So they made one, right where the town of Oscarville had just been. They flooded the area and literally covered up the entire town with water. This is what it looks like right now. But the town is still under there. The homes and churches and schools, they're still down there. And now people go boating on top of them. Compared to that, this is truly a rom-com. Now, you might be thinking, what a weird, isolated incident. But just like the rat who ate the pizza in the subway, this story is both crazy and common. Ever heard of Collegia, Alabama? It was once a thriving Black community with a Black college, the first Black railroad, and literally hundreds of family homes. Today, it's Lake Martin. At least they had the decency to name it after a Black person. And if you think this kind of thing only happened in the South, let me introduce you to a place called Central Park. It's named after that coffee shop on Friends. Central Park used to have a Black community in it called York Hill. But the city of New York destroyed York Hill so that they could build the Central Park Reservoir. Because if there's one thing New York needs, it's another place for ducks to hang out. But if you come here, don't try and feed those ducks. They are very aggressive. Mess around and lose a finger. Now, when the residents of York Hill were kicked out of their homes, they fled to another Black community nearby called Seneca Village. And then a few years later, New York destroyed Seneca Village too, so that they could build Central Park on top of it. The craziest part of this story is that I work a few blocks away from a place where the government disappeared 2 Black communities. And until recently, I didn't know about any of it. You know why? Because it worked. They tried to erase Black communities and they came way too close. But now there are people doing the research. So we are finally learning about places like Henry and McKee Islands, which is now located under Lake Guntersville in Alabama, and Vanport, Oregon, which is now located under Delta Park. And all of these towns, which are currently literally underwater. Hey, wait, hold on. What was that last one? Old Neversink. That's a real place. Well, if we've learned one thing today, it's never assume something is unsinkable. There are over 100 drowned American towns, and many were destroyed in the name of something called development-induced displacement. That's when people have to leave their homes so the government can develop things like dams or parks or lakes. This happens to both white and Black people, but historically, when it happens, Black people and other people of color are undercompensated for their property or not compensated at all. The theory is that the short-term bad effects are worth the long-term benefits for the community. But it's not fair if the long-term gain is mostly for white people. Now, luckily, there's a solution. It's a very complicated system. It involves a series of, who am I kidding? Cut some dang checks. That's it. If you're going to kick Black people out of their homes, make sure they have the money to stay on their feet. Cut a dang check. And yes, you can pay their descendants too, because generational wealth is one of the many things that is destroyed when you put Black communities underwater. So cut a dang check. These drowned towns are part of the Black American history they don't want to teach you. It's ugly and it's gross and we don't even know all of it. And the more we find out, the harder it is to love this place that would do those things to so many people. And if you're feeling this way, which I often do, you can try loving what this country could become instead. Our history may be full of pain, but our future has limitless possibilities. So look to the future while simultaneously being suspicious of every lake you see. This has been How Did We Get Here?
That's the Amber Ruffin Show, you guys. A lot of you don't know that Central Park was once a Black town. Yes. Before Central Park, there was Seneca Village. This is by way of Secrets of the Dead. Uncovering New York's secrets, y'all. Uncovering.
Founded in 1825, and that, of course, is pre-emancipation. When we're talking about New York specifically, slavery ends in New York in 1827.
So a group of African Americans who were affiliated with the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, they were the first to buy property in this area that became known as Seneca Village.
Daily life in Seneca Village would have been impacted by racial violence on a daily basis. They lived in an integrated community, so while it was a free Black community, they had among them Irish neighbors and some German neighbors too, and they intentionally placed themselves there.
Seneca Village comprised approximately 70 buildings. There was 3 churches. The first church to be created was the African Union Church. This church also did have a school, and it was one of the few schools that was available for African American students. So it helps us understand Seneca Village as a place where community and church and education was very important.
I would say one of the more famous residents, if you will, was Albert Lyons. He actually lived in Lower Manhattan during the draft riots. And his daughter, Maurice, who was a teenager at the time, she's the one who left her memoirs and really explained the horror that happened in Manhattan streets during the summer of 1863, when African Americans were basically being tortured and murdered by their fellow New Yorkers. in 1855, when the city starts thinking about a public space that will be called Central Park, they decide that Seneca Village has no value and said we would have more value if we became a public space, and we will call that public space Central Park. Of course, it really had nothing to do with that community or upholding what that community stood for.
You know, it was about 800 acres of land, and while it was not the first example of the use of eminent domain, it was certainly a prominent example. But it is certain that, you know, the creation of the park did really disrupt the development of what was one of the city's most important African American communities.
Within 30 years, Seneca Village is basically established, thrives, and evaporates completely.
So there are not a lot of physical traces of Seneca Village in the landscape. Since about 1997, a group of historians and archaeologists have been studying Seneca Village.
2011 Seneca Village focused on discovering the identity of Seneca Village residents.
Portraits and illustrations, and we found a map that actually had the names of individuals we didn't know it was in our collection, that helped us to understand, oh, this is why these people are there. And then from there, those names on the map, we could connect to the census records, and then we could find out for sure that these were actually black folk and white folk, and they actually owned their property, they weren't squatters, and so it was just telling a different kind of story.
They found such magical things that I think tell a story of a really dignified, thriving African American community. It's through their efforts that we know so much more about Seneca Village.
We collected these things and we tried to interpret them to see if they dated to the period of Seneca Village, and so they did. And you look at the newspapers, you look at the maps, you look at the title deeds, you look at family papers, and you just kind of piece that together like, okay, so this is telling an interesting story. How can we bolster this story? How can we humanize it a little bit more?
There's no descendants that have been found from Seneca Village, and it's not from lack of trying. My suspicion is to do with the amount of time that Seneca Village existed for. It existed through to 1855, 57. For whatever reason, like so many things in history, we lose them to the archives. But not for lack of trying.
We are in a search. We're on a hunt to try to find direct descendants who are connected to the story, because again, it's just one of those things that will humanize and, you know, put a nice punctuation mark, an exclamation at the end of the story.
If you look at the history and the rediscovery of Seneca Village, there is a pattern here, and the pattern is this: the city always erases history. That's what it does. It does so in the name of New York, in the name of progress. And I think it's really important that ordinary people, ordinary New Yorkers, ordinary Americans understand that it's always been other ordinary Americans who have preserved their own communities, even if it means forgetting about that community and then rediscovering them again decades later.
So whenever y'all going down Central Park, just know that, you know, Central Park is Seneca. Yeah, Central Park. Yes. Everybody talk about this South, y'all. Y'all love to talk about the South and the racism, but the North was just as brutal. The whole United States was brutal, you guys, for Black people. Yes. It was brutal all over. This whole earth is just soaked with our ancestors' blood, you guys. And it's their history. They do not want this talk in school. They tell me something might make little Billy, a little Mary uncomfortable. But our kids had to been reading about these for centuries, that they ain't nothing but slaves. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, what y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Ain't that something? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of these lakes, right, especially Lake Lanier, somebody in here is excuse me, somebody in here knows about Lake Lanier because I've been seeing her text. But before I forget, somebody sent me a $50 cash out while I was driving down the road yesterday. Thank you so much. Y'all, thank y'all for sending me these cash apps, okay? I don't know, can't remember names if I'm not up on it right away. And then I gotta get my daughters to teach me how to go back and check to see who sent what. I don't know how to do it, y'all. But I'm thanking all of y'all ahead of time for sending the cash app. And I'm thinking all the content creator for being here. All y'all make me feel good. Thank to my co-host. Thank for all of y'all that's been there for me, for my brother. Even just your words of encouragement and wisdom help me out. And certainly them cash app. Because I used to have to stay up there all night long because I didn't have the money to keep going back and forth and pay for parking, but y'all start sending me money. That way I can come home, go to sleep, go back up there, and I don't have to worry about parking money, or I don't have to worry about food or nothing like that. Like he said that food nasty. Y'all, we know that. I'm gonna take him something to eat when I go up there. But Gail, let me see what Gail is saying right here. Black Titanic, you are an inspiration not just to our culture but humanity. I truly appreciate you for your knowledge, love, justice for humanity. Yes. Okay, you guys. Now we're gonna get to love and marriage, Huntsville, y'all. Y'all don't forget. Teach this to your children. Teach y'all, they're not gonna get it in schools. That stuff, that little things, y'all. Let me tell you how I do. Y'all know how children are. They just maybe don't want to hear. But if I'm taking one of my grandkids down the road, and I just say, you see that red light right there? Whoever we don't invented most everything. Oh well, black man invented that red light. And they be looking like, well, yeah, I didn't know that. You see that stop sign right there? A black man invented the stop sign. You see that phone you got in your hand? A black person invented that phone. These are little things, little nuggets you can tell them. You don't have to remember the name. Just tell them they black. That empowers our children to feel good about themselves. All right, you guys. I don't like the way they're using Monster as a storyline. Maurice trying to get everything off of him and use that child as a storyline. She's just a typical teenager to me, but the boy looked depressed. I don't know. Hey, Marie Gray. I don't know why they ain't picked it up, but I can see the depression in that child. And Maurice just wanted that boy there just for his storyline, and he want to look like he's a great dad. But like he said, he feels like he is superior and women is inferior. And what blew my mind about Maurice when Kimmy was telling him that he don't spend no time with his children, with that boy. And he said, I do spend time with him. I take him to and fro from school. I drop him off at school and I pick him up. Can y'all imagine that? Do y'all know the mentality of that man? Now, Kyle, well, get your baby. Go get your baby, because look like to me when you went out to dinner with him, he opened up more in that depression, that he didn't look so depressed while he was with you. Get your baby, Kyle. I mean, he's a teenager. You know that woman is sick. She is sick, and Maurice don't care what for damn about her being sick. None of them care whether Kimmy is sick. Now, Trinity at some point say, y'all ever go over there? She has good content too. He is the laziest, most entitled person I have seen in a while. Yes, he is. All right, y'all, we finna go into the presentation. And Vanessa say he needs to be with his mother. Yes, he do. Y'all go back, my last video I did. That interview with Maurice and Carlos is very low. I got the story of my auntie that died on the Titanic there. I do that for a reason. Y'all get them likes out. That story need to be up. That story need to be out there. I talked about when I was living in Bessemer, Alabama as a child. I start off with that because when the sinking of that submarine brought back those memories, y'all. It triggered a lot of memories because y'all, I tell you, most of y'all know that my auntie died on the Titanic. She's not been acknowledged because she's a black woman. They want me to go away and quit telling people that my auntie was on that Titanic. I've been banned. I've been shut out. I've been in Facebook jail. Every time I talk about my auntie being on that Titanic, Facebook would say that I'm lying, and then they will put me in Facebook jail. That's what they do. But anyway, y'all help me get the story out. Black people was on the Titanic, y'all. But when that submarine went down there, it triggered a lot of stuff. Because as a little girl, Grandpa, for some reason, he chose me. He would sit me down on that porch at nighttime and tell me the story over and over and over. It's still in my head. It's just like he was still telling it to me. And yeah, what I piggyback on the one, the interview with Carlos is on that was when I was in Bessemer, Alabama. He came up to my classroom when I was in the second grade. Grandpa, his name is Alexander. We call him Alex. Came up and then he was teaching the children about blacks that was on the Titanic. Now, before then, children used to make fun of me. Nobody wanted to play with me. But when they found out that my auntie was a legend on the Black Titanic, all of a sudden I became popular after Grandpa came up to the school. Y'all know how kids would be mean to you. Yeah, I didn't have the best of clothes to wear, so they used to pick with me about my clothes. And so, yeah, after that, I was popular. Everybody said thought of me as being a celebrity after that. But anyway, Grandpa came up to the school. My elementary school was Hard Elementary, y'all. And I looked it up, and it still looked the same. I'm like, they don't look like they did no renovation or nothing. And then guess who was standing in front of it? Tisha there. It was. I didn't put the video up there, but in the video, that's how I knew who Tisha dad was. He was standing up there reminiscing about when he was in elementary school at Hard Elementary School, and then he was getting a shout out to his church and stuff. But anyway, y'all go like that for me. But our history is just buried, just like all those people buried under that water. We got a lot of our ancestors buried under that water, y'all. And just think, I said, I bet y'all be going on these cruises and never think about how my auntie opened doors for y'all to be on them cruises. Yeah. They weren't allowed. They said black people weren't allowed to be on no luxurious boats, but she opened the door for all of y'all to be able to go on these cruises today. Her name is Melinda Boyd. Yeah, y'all don't think about that because y'all don't know y'all history. And then Joseph LaRue, the other black man, they opened doors for y'all to go on these cruises. All right, here we go. Love and Marriage, Huntsville. I'm quit talking about myself now. This is about Melody and Tisha. Melody and Tisha. Yeah, after this, y'all come on. That's right, Elena Chase, 212 watching. Hit the like button, y'all. It's free. Come out of them bushes and hit the like button. Tango, hey, babe. Tango J. Tang said the internet is lying and covering up the story of your aunt. They cover up all our stories, like them lakes we just did. They don't want us to teach that. And I'm gonna try to get monetized, but most likely they ain't gonna monetize this. I just give you, depend on what y'all give me, because when I get Black History, they ain't finna give me no money. I just depend on y'all. All right. 1 in a million. Hi, JS Pitt, waving back at you, J. Way matters.
I wanted
Hey.
to talk to you because I feel like in our meeting, you was there, and thank you for that. But I feel like you wasn't like really, really there. You was quiet a lot. Yeah. Like, I'm so used to the mayor when we have business meetings, you know what I'm saying? You're going to talk, you're a leader, you're going to give a lot more than I feel like what we've been getting from you, you know, at the meeting.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of like twofold. One part of it is I think that the last time that we were all meeting to do something together, we probably hadn't gone through as much as we've gone through today, right? So we were probably all on much better terms. Mm-hmm. In this year of 2023, is a whole lot more that has happened. Yes. So I'm not going to show up like the Melody that showed up 3 years ago. For me, God hasn't given me the feeling yet or the okay of being as involved as people want me to be. People can't make you jump from 0 to 10.
Absolutely.
Like, you got to let me do what I feel comfortable with until there. Yeah, and it doesn't mean like, oh, well, because it's for the community, you should just jump head in. It was just months ago. None of us were on the same page, and there was a lot being said.
Although you've done a whole bunch of evil things, you have a dark soul, but I still don't. She is the true definition of the devil in sheep clothing.
It's irrational almost to expect months later, because we taking baby steps. Yeah. Now let's all come and do this thing together and be just okay. Like, honestly, even for me, like being around Martell, I ain't even trying to do that for real either, you know? Like, I'm not.
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah, I know you.
Everybody move at a different pace. I feel like we're both stepping out of our comfort zone and like, okay, a couple of months ago, we would have never thought we would be, you know, where we're at. I understand your position. I understand where you're coming from wholeheartedly. I feel like the event is going to be great, and I know it would be more great if you was a part of it along with the other, you know, 5 people. But we're not forcing anything. We're going to let it be. We're going to let it be. So the points Miller making, they're valid points. I can respect whatever it is she's saying. However, it's not about us. It's about the community. And that's what I had to get to. I came to the point where I'm like, you know what, Tisha, put your personal feelings to the side and let's focus on the end goal and what the purpose is really about.
Our conversation is a lot different than the conversation I feel like when everybody's together. Okay. And I don't want it to be made about me, if that makes sense. Melody, and is she going to, is she not, why not, and da-da-da. And it's like, and even the trying to convince, I don't even want to hear all that. Like, I don't mind sharing ideas and like in the back.
Are you willing to come and support the event? Are you willing to be there?
Okay, so maybe I have a performance out of state. Okay. So, but maybe
now,
so.
We here on the 8th, and then they send us a picture of Mel on vacation, booed up somewhere, and be like, you know what? This heifer. You gonna say I can't do it because you somewhere booed up with somebody. Okay, we get it.
No, I won't be on vacation. Booed up. I really do have a performance on the 9th out of state.
I do need you, if you're available, to come to look at the event center with us and let them know that you decided that you like, no, I'm not going to be a part of it this time.
So this is about a wife that discovered her mistress. Her husband had a mistress. Don't it ain't talking? What's going on? Uh-oh. Hold it. Let me see what's going on. Oh, shit, y'all. I had the sound down. This was a good one, y'all. Oh, my God. I didn't know I had the sound down. But anyway, I just got to tell y'all a story. The wife, this is Father's Day, and the husband told the wife that he had to work on Father's Day, right? But she forgot to give him his Father's Day gift before he left. So I guess she put the tracker on or whatever because he was not at his job when she went there. So she tracked him to this place. He having a full-blown party. That's the mistress right there. Now look at the mistress. He having a full-blown party, y'all. A party. Let me see if I can find it. I need to find it. I want y'all to listen to this. He having a full-blown party. I'm going to find it for y'all so y'all can hear it. For his baby. A baby she know nothing about. That baby walking. So when she walks in there, you know, she blasting him and he being a stupid man. That he talking about something. You embarrassing me. You embarrassing me. That's what he telling her. And the lady right there, she took him, man. The lady never stopped eating. I guess she was the host. She escorted her out. But they up there fussing. All he could say is that she was in the wrong for catching him. But the mistress stayed out the way now. That mistress went way back in that corner and never did say anything. Let me put it up for y'all. Let's see what's on the next slide, and then I'll put it up. Y'all need to see this. This is something else. I got the darn. Sure do. I see it too. I got it cut off. All right, let's see what's next. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. I hate it when I mess it up. Hey, I know what. Oh boy, I ain't gonna be able to find it right here. If I can find it on my Facebook, but y'all need. Now he's standing up there telling. Oh, he's standing up telling her that that's his niece. He said that's his niece, but that is his baby, sort of, kind of his baby, but that's his niece. That's what he said. I wanted to fast forward it because I don't know what's on the next slide. What's on here? I done messed up, y'all. I don't know how to speed it up. Let me take this down because I want y'all to hear this, okay? We're going to come back. We'll come back to this. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. Yeah. Oh, Lord, I didn't know I had this on lockdown. Hey, Lady Leo said, you and I and others, she talked to Linda Gab, you and others have been around a long time. Soul Star Carolyn Mentor. Oh, my God, I got to find that. Hopefully I can find it, y'all. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see what this is. I don't know how to speed that up because I got Miss Van interview on that, y'all. And I don't know how to speed that thing up. Lord have mercy. I think sure, he was telling his wife that his mistress was his sister, so the baby was kind of, oh, you saw it? Oh, that's not it. Okay, I can find it. I don't know where is it at, y'all. I hate it. But I don't know how to speed it up to get to Miss Van interview is next. After that was Miss Van's interview. And it's about 8 minutes long, so I don't want y'all to be sitting 8. I guess we can talk. I'll talk to y'all while that's going through. Let me put it back up there. I can talk to y'all until that's over with. That's all. And then we'll look at Miss Van. We'll look at Miss Van's video. Because Miss Van interview is next. Right? So while that's going through, we'll just talk. I'm so sorry, y'all. I wanted y'all to see that. I got to bring that back. Okay, we're just going to let that play out. Okay, so Mary Kelly said you saw. Wanda Coleman said, what you say, Wanda Coleman said, Mary Kelly, he found he was a father again. Oh, yeah. But anyway, the man kept telling her that was his niece, And then she told me, what you mean your niece? I don't know you, because they've been married a long time, y'all. Y'all saw how beautiful that wife was? Yeah. What you mean that's your niece? But you know he lying about that's his niece. But then he's saying that they ain't no kin. Now when these boys come outside, these two little young boys, he telling us something. Ain't she wrong? Ain't she in the wrong, man? Talking to them little boys. So right here, she's bringing in the Father's Day gift. She's saying, this is why I tracked you down. I was bringing it to your job because you forgot to give it to me. So that's what she's doing. He's still, now he's speechless because he don't have no guilt feeling. He's speechless right there. Yeah. House brother, we're all still praying for him and with you. Succeeding to say it, and I'm glad to hear from you. Lord Jesus, I hate it when I mess up. Well, y'all talk to me. Y'all can talk to me. To Miss Van View. Miss Van, come up. All right, let's see what else y'all are saying out here. Lady Leo. Hey, Lady Leo. Lady Leo, I like that. Not only the home, but also the lakefront and its history. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Club Delisa and Regal Theater. Now, man, Bud Billikers, Chicago Defender, etc. Anybody that was somebody lived in the Brownsville area. Oh, so you probably from that area. Okay, y'all look right here. Y'all saw Mickey Mouse coming. Mickey Mouse was leaving the party. Yeah, it was disruptive. Mickey Mouse left that party. They said they did not want to be a part of that. Now she walking back in. The lady couldn't prevent her from going back into the event, you guys. So right here is she is confronting the mistress now. She going in there. Everybody in here know he was a married man. She's screaming. That the wife was screaming, yeah, y'all, everybody here know. And they laughing at him because he keeps saying, make her leave, she embarrassing me. That's what he keeps saying. But the wife is hurt. You can hear the hurt and pain all in her voice, And right here, she said, give him my money back. I don't know how much money she had gave him, but she had gave him some money earlier for Father's Day. And then she said, that's not my baby. You're not gonna, I ain't finna take care of your baby. Now that made the mistress mad. The mistress gonna walk up because she see her taking that money, and I guess he was supposed to give that money to her and her baby, but she taking his money back. Y'all, the mistress gonna walk up. Now there she go. Y'all can't see it good, but the mistress walked up. That's the only time the mistress came near her, when she started taking that money from him, because she like, oh no. And so the mistress started yelling at him, well, you were married when you laid down with me, But you know what I don't like about this sorry man? He grabs the baby as a shield to protect himself from his wife. That's when he grabbed his baby. He thought the wife had said she was going to knock him out or something. That's what she said. But he grabbed that baby. I'm like, well, how sorry are you? You gonna put the baby in front of you as a shield to protect you? Yeah. But anyway, she gonna eventually leave, and that's how it ends. But you got them people were laughing. They sitting up there laughing at him, and she told him. Now the wife says she's pregnant, and he told her, now you ain't pregnant because you got an A. You know what AB is. You supposed to have terminated. So that's why all of them are looking like in awe for him to even say that about his wife. Yeah, so that's what that is. It's finna go off now. I'm trying to talk it out so we can get the Miss Van interview. I do not want to miss that interview. But anyway, Miss Van interview is coming up, you guys. And it's gonna be about how she felt about the revenge thing and how disappointed she is with her son-in-law. Yeah, so it's getting ready to go off. So hopefully, I'm gonna put this back up for y'all. Y'all got to see This was something else, you guys. His reaction and how he tried to make her feel like she was stupid. It was all about him. All he kept telling his wife that you embarrassing me, not even acknowledging the hurt and the pain and embarrassment she felt. And if that girl was his niece, I don't care what's a step niece. He claiming, they the father raised her or something, but they not real nieces because a stepfather was just a stepfather on the stepfather's side. But that's still nasty, y'all. That's nasty. I don't care what nobody say. That's nasty. If you were raised up with there you go, y'all. Look, he grabbing the baby. Y'all can't hardly see it. He grabbing the baby to shield himself from from hitting him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a protection. Yeah, and then the mistress standing up there because she don't want him to want her to take that money. She leaving now, and I felt so sorry for her. I don't know nobody else. Everybody in there was laughing. They were laughing like as if it was funny. But this lady is in a lot of hurt and pain. And I'm going to tell y'all something. She is a beautiful lady. Too pretty for him. Now, hopefully this slide will talk. If it ain't, I just got to take it down or y'all come on up and talk to me. Hopefully this one will talk. I don't know what happened, y'all. I hate it when I'm doing a presentation and things don't go right. Yeah, so next supposed
Okay, this is Miss Van interview, and she's talking about the revenge tape that Martell said he was going to send out to the public. And then she's very disappointed in Martell, And also, it was asked that was she fired from the show. She said no. In fact, she signed her contract. She got a raise, and that she's been refusing because whatever they trying to do is not going to work with her. She's not going to mess up her brand. It's against her morals and her character with what they trying to do to her and who they trying to make her film with. So she refused to go against her standards. And that's what's going on, you guys. In other words, this is my opinion. They want to set Miss Van up in the middle of some drama to destroy her character, to have her acting a fool. But she refused to do it. To destroy her character, to have her yeah, she refused to act a fool. And she refused to get into all that ghetto stuff. I don't blame her because she is a great example for a mother and a grandmother and for women.
And to not only threaten you with it, but be willing to share that information with someone else, or show that information to someone else, and use it, and try to use it as a tool to bring harm to you. And you share 4 children with it. That's, I'm sure that's very difficult for her. I can't even imagine what she felt having to send that information to her attorney. It's a situation that, I wouldn't want to be in. But, I'm not going to let it videotape me anyway. But still, anything between a husband and wife is sacred, and it's between them. But, just to know that someone that you once loved and you once trust and you had children with and you build a life with, is something so devious and so evil for the sake of bringing harm to you. I can't imagine how she must be feeling. And even, her probably thinking, what if he does release this? My family is going to see me in a position that I don't want my family to see me in, nor should we have to see
Confused by the Medicare ABCs? If you have that little red, white, and blue Medicare card, then you have Parts A and B. But have you considered Part C? Medicare Part C is also known as a Medicare Advantage plan and is one of the best ways to help protect yourself from unlimited out-of-pocket Medicare costs. If you only have Medicare Parts A and B, there are 3 things you should do. 1, call the number on your screen now. 2,
Certified platform. Our highly trained staff will help you through all the steps and get your documents notarized fast and secure.
Well, about a year ago, you kind of went to some ceremony. It had been going on even early on in the series, but it kind of came to a head.
Oh boy, what's going on today? All right, you guys, I don't know what's going on today. Anyway, there was Miss Van, and right here she is talking about how disappointed she was with the tape. Right, that's her version, and she was saying that not only did he threaten her with the tape, he threatened to send this tape to all the friends. So she don't know whether if anybody else seen these tapes or not, but he did. He was going around telling Melody if she didn't obey him, do what that he wanted her to do, was that that's what he was going to do, send that tape to the friend. I got to take it down, you guys. What I'm going to do, I found this one with the other lady. I'm going to cut this short. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard this morning, but I taped it. But let's just look at this. I found this one. So this is about the man and the baby. Let's see.
She's showing out. That's her. You can do it outside.
That's the mistress. Mistress/niece.
What you mean?
You ain't told me that about no baby. Why are you here? You told me you finna go to work.
Look at her, y'all. She ain't stopped eating at all.
How is that your niece? She just said it's your baby.
Well, that's my sister.
No, this not a skit. This real.
I ain't never met her. We've been married for years. I ain't never met her. That ain't your sister.
By different day. I don't know how to explain it.
Cause it ain't your sister. That's why you don't know how to explain it.
That's my sister from my stepdaddy. Her real daddy is my stepdaddy. So we ain't real sister, brother. So that's my daughter and niece. My daughter and niece.
Lord. How you get her split? So that's your baby.
Nah, it's my niece, but it's my baby.
That's your baby.
Cause that's my sister, so that's my niece.
But it's your baby.
Barely.
What you mean barely?
Man,
is it your baby or not?
I know. No, she doing this, man. She trying to embarrass me.
But this is your wife. At the end of the day, this is your wife. I don't know how you gonna call it, baby, but you need to tell the truth.
I'm trying to tell the truth.
But this is the wrong place for y'all to be doing this at, because
I'm sure that y'all don't know about each other.
We do this to my wife. We do know about each other.
No. I'm talking about what's going on in there.
If she followed me, I'm supposed to be.
You supposed to be at work.
I am at work.
You supposed to be at work.
Ma'am, do I work here? Don't I work here?
No.
Ma'am, do I work here? She trying to embarrass me, bro. Am I in the wrong? Thank you.
You asking them teenagers who's
I'm
wrong.
following you for it. To bring your father they do. That's what I came for. But you here with a whole baby I ain't know nothing about. That what you doing?
Don't look at me. You know I mentioned it. You just.
Why you mention? You ain't mention no baby.
You was asleep.
How the hell was you mention a baby when I'm asleep? Huh? Wait.
What you want me to do?
What you mean what I want you to do? I wanted you to tell me about that baby before I called up on you. Are you serious? Didn't I just gave you some money before you left us? What my money?
Oh my God. You not Mickey, you saying Mickey Mouse.
I ain't saying Mickey Mouse.
You saying Mickey Mouse.
I ain't saying Mickey Mouse. I ain't saying Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, y'all scared? Right.
No. I don't want to go in there.
Can you please leave?
You dead home. You knew you were married. Everybody knows you're married. Why you nobody know? Why you don't know? Why? What you mean? You think you should make this thing? And then I said, yeah, you went before you left the house.
Oh, so this is skit? Y'all, they say this is skit, but I'm gonna keep it going. Okay, y'all. That was the end of it. She left. But they're saying it's a skit. They got me, y'all. I thought it was real. Wait till my damn time. Shit. Women here go, Lady Leo, what? It's okay, Lady Leo. I don't know what you're talking about. Forgive me, Black Titanic. My intention were all good and never intend to disrespect you. I don't know what you say. I didn't know what you had did. But anyway, y'all, they say it's a skit. It's okay because they had me, y'all. He had me. Who is this macho? He's a comedian. Oh, this is his channel. All right, y'all. They had me. Last night I was feeling sorry for the wife, y'all. But we know that stuff like that is real. People are having marriage problems. Let me get back to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I thought they were related. I could see a lot of Martello's stupid self in that. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Let's get back to this. I'm gonna send her. Y'all come on up and talk to me. Vanessa Smith, you're absolutely right. I saw with my own eyes all the things that Mel has given. No one else is talking about this pride heart rainbow feeling. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm finna throw the link out and you guys come on up and talk to me. I'm gonna do about 20 to 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna go to the hospital. Oh boy. So I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. They froze Miss Van interview that I wanted y'all to see. That was frozen, y'all. But y'all come on up there. I got the link out. Y'all can come on up. The link is in there. Let me put this out. They sure told me. I'm glad y'all told me it was a skit. Yeah, it's a skit that they're doing. So we're going to talk about, you said, why show this mess? Why show mess like this is not in good taste at all? Deborah Gwen, they say it was a skit, but it was as a talking point for us to talk about the do's and don'ts as women. We got a lot of women that are going through real hurt and pain, Miss Debbie. Yeah, they hurting. They got cheating spouses. Yeah, and it hurts to talk about it and relate to your cheating spouse. So anyway. Who is this? Oh, hey, Trinity, at some point, come on up and talk to me.
Hey!
Thank you for being here. Another content creator. Thank you, babe.
I caught you on my lunch break. I said, I got to go up.
Thank you. So, what's on your mind?
Oh, so many things. But I just was like, I just wanted to be up here with you. But of course, I think Maurice is trash. I think Martell's trash. I do think they're trying to test the waters with taking Melody off. She's going to be fine. Yeah, I'm trying to take a break from doing everything so I can focus on work. So I just was like, let me come up here to talk to you. But yeah, all of them are trash except Melody at this point.
all the men's on there, they wants to be like their leaders, but they're not. They all really, if you look at it, they all depends on their women's. It's their women that got the degrees. It's their women's that doing all the work, but they won't be looked upon as the leader.
Exactly. I hear about people like this, but it is crazy to honestly see men that live like this, and unfortunately the women that are not ready to see more value in themselves and get away from that,
Yeah, so and then it goes for all economic background. Used to be say women stayed there because they had no education, but these women have education. If you look at all of them had education. You got Kimmy. Kimmy has a degree, and I'm excluding Mel. At one point, Mel was blind, but she woke up in it. Right. And then you got Tisha. Everybody know Tisha got a degree because she throwed it up in our face. She got 7 of them.
Right.
But Maurice said, go on.
I was just going to say they always use their intelligence to prop up those men, and not just on the show. A lot of times you hear women, they go to college just like the men, they do everything, and then they put everything to the side and build up the man's business or whatever he's trying to work on. Like it happens so often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess build their manhood on what their wife is doing or their girlfriend is doing. If we looked at that combat group, there was a contract that everybody should have signed, but the Scott's brother refused to sign the contract. That's one of all they want to put the women's to sign the contract.
Right, Black Titanic, are you looking out for when, I know you are, but when it all is going to come down after Maurice tears up Tisha's credit? Because remember when he told, you call him homeless and I crack up every time, but you know when he told Gino that he doesn't want Tisha to second guess what he spends the money on? Do you remember that when they were in that office? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, because you're using her credit and you don't want her to question that you spending money on stuff that has either, you're overspending or you're allocating funds where they're not supposed to be. And it's going Tisha's credit is going to be destroyed by the end of this.
Well, Melody on the stage, Melody alluded to something like that. Melody said that the mom had started Stokes, and they got Melody went out and found a lot of contracts, a lot of work for them, so they paid. And she ended up saying, "Now what they were doing with the money, I don't know."
She made sure to say, "I do not know what happened once I left," because they're gonna be having her testifying if she didn't say that. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there.
Yeah, with that money. Yeah. And if I was Tisha, if we look at Tisha and he's not a good I don't think he's a good preparer, breadwinner, because they are every 6 months look like they're moving. He can't even provide a stable place for his children to stay. I'm talking about my soul.
Exactly.
You let my soul leave, and this man got them in all kinds of lawsuits and almost homeless because they have to move.
Yep. And he makes sure to keep her in the pattern of shutting her down when she does ask a little bit of questions because he keeps trying to hide so much.
Yeah, he flips it on her. I'm telling you, I don't care what. When she be asking him to try to check him, he'll flip it in a minute, and she be like, her brains can't go beyond him. But what got me was when Dr. Francis was trying to talk to her and help her, and then she turned around and said, "Well, I'm supposed to be submissive. Isn't that wrong with me?" And Dr. Francis was trying to help this girl think for herself and do for herself.
He tried. That man had too much patience for me. He really tried.
Yeah. Maurice is over there on Carlo's show, and I don't know. I hope Kimmy know that he's shading her all through that show. He was saying that, in other words, he said this is what he said. He said he let Kimmy talk, he let Coward talk, but the bottom line of it, the decision is him. He makes all the decisions. So in other words, what he's saying, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care what you think or what you do or what input you put on it. It's about me. Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh gosh, I cringe every time I think about how Kimmy is dumbing herself down to accommodate this blob of a man. I just really the reflection of Maurice is that Kimmy really doesn't want to be alone at the detriment of her own health and her mental well-being. And I feel bad for her, but I'm also like, Kimmy, please fight for yourself eventually. Like, I really still hold out hope she's going to leave him. I hope when she gets her health back, she really, really gets away from him. But he is a box of rocks. I know he passed. They say he passed the bar, but that man is still a box of rocks. He just memorized some questions and answers well, but I don't get it. He has no intelligence to me, and he's lazy.
You can't base that on, you read, you can study and memorize. You memorizing what you study. That don't mean that you're intelligent because you can remember what was in that book.
Yeah, and I just want to keep pointing that out because I think he tries to use that to say he's smart, and that's not true.
Yeah, look at Tisha. This woman said the Bible says the woman is the gift in the marriage, not the man. These men just want to be men. That's a good, real Nikki. You sure hit it on the head. That's a good one. Yes, you hit it on the head.
Oh, gosh.
I couldn't have a man like that, y'all. If you gonna lead, you got to go up and beyond. If you gonna lead, now I've seen men lead before, and I mean, but men that lead, they respect their wives. They respect their wife, they respect their home, their children. I mean, they go far and beyond. Now, this woman's sick. Maurice can't even be so stupid till he won't even step up to the plate while his wife is sick.
Right.
This says a lot about his love for her because it ain't you don't need no brains to sit up there and wash dishes and mop the floor for her and take the garbage out.
Right. And oh my gosh, what was I just about to say? They make me so mad I lose my thoughts so fast. I'm sorry, Black Titanic. It was probably just about to be a rant anyway.
Well, you know what? They faded Melody out. I did not like that. I don't tune in on no way. It'll pop up somebody up somewhere on YouTube. It'd be bootlegged. I can't hardly see it, but
I'm like, you ain't getting my rating. I'm watching, but I ain't watching where you can count me and your numbers.
Yeah, that's what I be doing. I be watching the bootleg ones. Yeah, but Melody is not on there at all, you guys. And then did y'all? I just said that about Miss Van, y'all. Miss Van was interviewed, and she said they keep trying to put her with people that she ain't gonna fit with. She said she's not finna mess her brand. That's not what she want her brand to be about. So, in other words, it's my opinion. They trying to make Miss Van go hood and ghetto. Because because there's only so much you can take. Everybody is human beings. If you put me there in this spot with this person, I'm gonna come out now. And I don't care nothing about no one call me educated. Ain't time to be educated right now. I'm gonna come out swinging too, because everybody at that point, that boiling point, and so she don't want to go there with these people. And I was wondering why she went at the tea party because I thought, well, maybe that's somewhere where she can film, but she turned it down. She turned it down because you saw who was there.
Yep.
Miss Betty,
Yeah.
Miss Betty there gaslighting her daughter.
And you see how Betty do her own sister, so you already know she would have showed her behind if Miss Van had actually came.
Y'all, I watched Queen Sheba, Queen Sheba, I never thought about this part. I knew it was scripted, but Queen Sheba felt like maybe everybody was in on it except for that sister.
Now I heard that, but I will tell you this: I feel like everybody was almost in on it in levels. Like Junior might have just known enough. Then Stormy had a plan. Then Betty just went off the plan, even on Stormy, is what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Because some of them looks that she gave her was like them big eyed looks when she bucked her eyes, like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, I think there was a plan, and they didn't tell Aunt Lisa. And I don't know how much they told Junior, but Betty and Stormy definitely had a plan. I think Betty went beyond even that. If you look at the
her and Stormy knew, and then that's why Betty went back and kept on and told her, well, you got a history to it, you've been now see that. And then another thing, I was wondering, Junior, I don't know his real name, but how will he sit up and let them do that on national TV? Who's gonna hire him after that? You done told the world that this man is a no good worker. He's lazy. You can't depend on him working. Who's gonna hire him? How will he agree? Does he think it? He allow her to use him as a storyline like that?
I got two theories. One is he is fired / unfired, that she never really fired him. Two, most people see past Stormy, and we know she doesn't do well in her warehouse anyway. So it's really, we would not take her word on how Junior works based on what Stormy says when she won't even give him a team. How you an operations manager or whatever over a one-man show? You're not managing nobody.
You know what got me when I was watching Stormy? She had little people standing up there as her team, and then had to know the foul one. You say she said she was 2 or 3 years backed up in her order. That means people ain't got their orders that they done ordered a long time ago, and you're gonna hire somebody that is stupid.
That's so dumb.
Don't have no business sense.
I said she got a skeleton crew, and then she told them I'll hire more people once y'all. What did she say? Want it more, or you start doing more first? I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Hire the people, but you can't because you probably don't have the funds allegedly because she doesn't manage her resources well, from what I see, in my opinion.
Yeah, but still, that don't look good on his resume, man. A lot of people might that might not know this show might be telling other folks that this boy right here got a bad reputation when it comes to work. And I wouldn't, that right there, they wouldn't put that out on me. I don't care what kind of skit they doing.
Yeah, and I forget about that because I keep hanging around, thankfully, in the circles of people with sense or that are watching the show enough to keep up with the nonsense. So I forget that there's people that actually take it at face value and are going to think that he may not be working, period.
Yeah. They might take it and they might not even watch the show. Somebody could just show them that clip, just that clip where they say that this person say that she's a no good worker. Well, I just want to bring this up before I forget. I was asking what was a UCC file under the Secretary of State. I didn't know what it was, but it had termination. So they told me that means that Stormy business license had been taken away from her from Georgia, and she was not supposed to be operating in the state of Georgia. This is all allegedly, but I put up, I just didn't know what it was because I pulled it up and I put it on the screen and I wanted somebody to explain to me what it was. But she's not supposed to be operating Canvas Beauty, but she operating anyway. Maybe that's why she'll change it to Canvas Beauty 2.0 or something like that.
She keeps trying to push that 2.0. And I also wonder so she can't do it in Georgia, but maybe can she still do it in Alabama for now?
I mean Alabama. I mean at the state of Alabama, not Georgia. Okay. That's where is it at? That's where it is.
Okay. Yeah, she's pushing that 2.0 a lot.
Yeah, because it was Canvas Beauty brand, and they said all the products, all that had to be ceased. Then they even named even her paperwork, the paper, everything in that business that they wanted to seize and take. And yeah, she's not a great businesswoman. And then it don't help any. Her mama mess up her brand bad. Her mother.
Black Titanic. Also, so in that Better Business Bureau website, on one of the answers to the complaints, there was a man's name, and I'm gonna have to go back and find it, but he said, we're working to basically resolve all the issues, right? I want to know where that man is now, and I almost want to try to find him because I'm like, I really want to ask him some questions because he ain't there no more. Because it was like 2021, 2022 when he was trying to take responsibility and answer like for the F rating and everything on there.
I saw that. I read it. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw that.
I want to ask.
Yeah, that's something else, y'all. And I don't know. She got some products in Solid. It's a beauty supply store ran by Asian called Solid Gold. She got I went in there and I saw her product. She had like about five things on the shelves in there. Yeah. Canvas. I don't know what it was, but she still got product out. But she ain't got a lot on them shelves. I'm gonna let y'all know that when she deliver. And I asked the lady. I didn't say nothing bad about her. I ain't trying to jack nobody up. But I asked the lady, and she said that they get the products not from their warehouse, but from New Jersey. And then she said, "Oh, you." Then she said, "Oh, you that lady?" She was a young Asian girl. She said, "Oh, you that? I saw you some. I said, oh, you that lady that went to the warehouse." That's what she said.
My God.
Yeah. And I went in there to get this hair that I got on my head. Yeah, and I didn't go in there to jack her up. That's what they saw me and recognized me. And then she said, "Well, we're gonna take her product." She said, "We're gonna take that product off of off the shelf." That's what she told me. And I said, "Okay, that's up to y'all." That's what I said.
Right, exactly.
I said nothing bad about it, but she saw it. saw it. And when my face came in there, that really triggered them.
Yeah. That was a hard day. Ooh, that was a hard day to watch, and I'm so sorry you actually had to experience it. Later, the only thing I laughed at the fact that Stormy literally incriminated herself. That's the part I laughed at. But I really, when I tell you, I was emotional with you when I saw it, and I'm so glad to see that you're doing better. And of course, you know, we all out here singing Bad Boys in the streets because of you.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. I was so embarrassed. I wasn't gonna put my part up. Stormy could have just left it between me and her. Because I was so embarrassed about it. I told Shay, Shay wanted me to put. I said, Shay, no, I'm not going to put that up. That's what I said. I said, this is too embarrassing. And she said, oh, hey, pretty brown eyes, thanks for being here. Anyway, so I was gonna put it up, but when I turned on the internet, I saw all this up, and then I clicked it on. I forget. I think it was Drop the Mic, and Drop the Mic had her video on, and I said, I guess I gotta put my side on because she claimed I was trying to come into her establishment. So I said, well, I gotta put my side up now so they can see that I didn't try to come to her establishment. But she could have just kept it between me and her. I was too embarrassed to put something like that up, girl.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did. I'm so glad you did because I think I was still new to you then. So I didn't really know your personality and everything yet. So seeing that one side, I'm like, well, it's Stormy. So I mean, how much am I going to believe? But also, I didn't know you. So I'm so glad you put your side up.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you think about Tisha when she sat down and had that talk with Melody? That's what the thumbnail is about.
Tisha said, Melody, why aren't you still doing my homework for me? Is what I got from that whole conversation. I know I said mean things, but why aren't you doing the work so I can take the credit? That's all I heard.
Yeah, that me too, and I felt like Melody had been doing because she did allude to that. She said, "Well, I'm used to you doing all the talking," and then Melody said, "I gotta take baby steps with y'all," but I believe production made her come. Production made her do that because, she want to be known as that boss. She don't want Melody showing up around her.
Right. She would have rather had the spotlight, but she don't know what to do. She's just floundering around. But yeah, I believe she definitely was forced to go because she was too quick to shut the suggestion that Melody show up virtually down. So she didn't really want her involvement all of a sudden. And now she's showing up asking her, are you still coming or why aren't you showing up and all this other stuff. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. She and then when I say she throw eggs all in her face, everything Melody says she throw eggs in her face. When she talked about Melody said this what got me when Melody said nobody she said she was supportive to Melody. I was supportive to you. And Melody said, I'm not talking about support.
Right. I'm talking about sponsorship. Right.
Yes. The difference between her, she threw eggs in her face then. And then the other one, she threw eggs in her face that first meeting when she just did. Melody sat down and says, well, anybody got it? Who's going to be sponsoring this? And she was dumbfounded. Yeah. She dumbfounded.
Yes, she do. Yes, she was. And then they took the idea. Like how y'all didn't plan for it, took the idea, still say you're not paying them. It wouldn't even be out your pocket if you had sponsors. They are something else.
Yeah, but if they would have got sponsored, everything went to them. They didn't want to pay nobody. Do they know how much money that girl's stupid? That preservation class that Melody teach, I think that she charged like about $3,000 per class or something. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know how much she charged, but if she shut that down, do you know how much money would have came through her organization? Even with her teaching that virtual, people would have tuned in and wanted to come pay just to see that.
And those sponsors flooded in. Yes. those sponsors would have flooded in after that too. Like they would have had plenty left over where they could have profited, paid for the speaking engagement, which was, I'm sure, very reasonable, but instead they're like cutting their nose off to spite their face. And it's like they don't think things through, which is why their businesses allegedly look like they do, which is basically non-existent. They don't think.
Yeah, they don't have, it's just on paper. That's all, y'all. Mary Kelly said, I lost so hard with Mel, walked out the restaurant. And Deuce
Left with the bill, right, Mary Kelly left her. She said, I know you're going to pay.
And you know what? That's the least she could do for this girl, because this girl put bread and butter on her table. She still put bread and butter on her table just by her being on the show she created.
Yep. She provided the table.
So Arlita Jordan had wrote that, her mom had said that you can do bad by yourself. Let me put that up. When I put that up. Yeah, I saw that. Now that was her. Arlita Jordan said her mother had told her you can always do bad by yourself. So Miss Wanda Cody said, Arlita Jordan, that is so true. You can do bad by yourself. You do not need, you don't need nobody else if you got to do bad by yourself. And I just think about Kimmy sitting up there. Kimmy got to take care of the son, take care of the dad. Now, and then he did want her to take care of Kyle, because if y'all remember, he had told her he was gonna pay for Kyle to be down here, all her rent and all that. I'm like, well, how you gonna pay and you ain't got no job? Y'all know that was gonna be coming from Kimmy.
I didn't know he didn't have a job at all at that time, basically. So I didn't realize when he said that he was saying, Kimmy, you're going to pay for it. I thought he was forcing her to go 50-50, but no, he doesn't have any money. And I'm like, wow, the audacity. Like, this is crazy.
Why would you go 50-50 to pay his ex-wife rent, though? That is not, let's say. Yeah. And then and she gone forever. Tisha gonna talk about in her comment. It will get me because I'm down here and I know people in the community. I know what they done did to the community. It's all about the community. It's all about the community, man. We gotta give back to the community, girl. Oh, that makes me so mad every time she say that. I just know him. And I'm telling you something, they done got 2 houses down there in Meadow Hill that they done tore up. Every time somebody in the community got to put their hard-earned money out and fix the property back up that y'all done tore up down there. They don't know they ain't finna give back to no community. And then, go on.
Black Titanic, whose site was Maurice at that day when it showed that wood and that one worker out there and he put that hard hat on?
I do not know. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do, because it was 2 different sites. They were trying to pull out one site. I don't know.
I was just wondering. I was like, had you seen that? I just wanted to know because I know you local, so I was just making sure. Like, I'm like, I wonder where that is, because there was no. I don't know what you call them, but like the stuff that was gutted out with wood. That's not what that site looked like. So I was wondering where he was.
To say Maurice take advantage of Kimmy is hard to watch. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Malimia and Never Smith. So let's see what Never Smith. The Scotts and Martell look at women as though women are beneath them, when actually they are beneath the women, because women are they feel like women is inferior. I must agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll drop down Black Titanic because my lunch break's gonna end soon, but I couldn't miss the opportunity.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And you guys, she got her own little blog, so y'all go visit her, okay? All my content creators, thank y'all for being here. I'm finna sign off. What time is it? 11. I'm trying to go see Bruh by 12. Hopefully, Bruh will be still alert today, y'all. He was good and alert yesterday. I say that brain is something else. Mary Kelly says, What you say, Mary? I hope Tyler Perry takes Melody up under the wings. Oh yeah, let me tell y'all something. My daughter, I told y'all my daughter been working for the Real House of Atlanta, worked behind the scene. She's left. And she's working for another production company. But she told me yesterday that they asked her to go up there and work for Carlos for the Detroit. But she refused. She refused to do it. Now you got certain women, her and her group, they're all girls. They work on the productions team. They won't work for Carlos. They do not like how Carlos present women. It's not only Melody. If you look at all his shows, look at Bell Collective, the older man. That older man is rude. That older man is rude to that girl. I can bet you. Allegedly behind that scene, he might be physical. That's just my opinion. But they do not like, it's a group of about 6 of them that work behind the team. They will work for different production company, but not him, because they do not like how he does Carlo King do women's. They don't like it, and that's their way. And I told my daughter, I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of you for turning that one down in Detroit. Yeah. Yeah, and they trying to get rid of, she said they trying to get rid of the whole staff on Real Housewife of Atlanta, bringing all new people. Oh, thank you. Cash App, Stephanie English, thank you for lunch money. Thank you. I'm sure is. I'm gonna pick up some lunch on my way there. That's what I'm gonna do. And sit in the room and eat. Okay, y'all so good to me. I'm telling you, y'all are just good to me. Sometimes I just have tears in my eyes. I be having tears in my eyes because I had that support. You know, your own family may abandon you, and you have total strangers that may be good to you. Yeah, now I told my daughter, I can really say another thing, y'all, I'm gonna be a grandma. That's my youngest daughter. I got a 50-year-old daughter, a 48-year-old, and this one 35. She the baby. And she's having another baby, y'all. Her son is 15. Yeah, they're gonna be 15 years apart. She's due in September. So I'm gonna try to be back. Hopefully, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm finna leave Huntsville. I'm ready to go back home. And my brother don't have no other choice. I've been trying to leave it up to him. He don't want to go to Atlanta, but he don't have no other choice. Either I hate to say this, y'all. I just had to tell him this, but I'm not gonna do it. I told him either I'm gonna have to place him or he go with me. But he don't have no choice. I'm taking him to Atlanta with me, y'all. That's all, because I'm ready to go home. Y'all know ain't nothing like home. I don't like Huntsville. I really don't. I don't like it no more. When Melody was crying about how she hated Huntsville, I don't like it neither, you guys. It's a nice place to live, but I've outgrown this place. It's too small for me. I've grown it. All right, Miss Kelly, I'm finna leave, y'all. I thank everybody for being here. Miss Kelly said, allegedly, in my opinion, these men on this show are displaying what it looks like with someone that has no home training. Yeah, you know, Martell brother said that, you guys. Well, y'all just showing up today. Angela Payne, thank you, babe. Gas money, thank y'all. Yeah, I don't be having to have to stay up there all day, do I? Y'all make sure that I can come home and rest and go back when I get ready. Y'all don't know how much that helped me out. Yeah, what we're saying. We're talking about no home training. Y'all know that's gonna be my next one, y'all. Y'all know that brother said that brother said we raised ourselves in the street. Now, y'all, I don't even want to talk about his mama, but she got caught up back in, y'all know, in the 90s when the black community got caught up with the C word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And she got caught up, and so she was on that real bad. But she changed her life, y'all. She turned her life around. She changed her life. But see, they were out in the street while mom was doing her thing. Mom was an addict. I don't know if mom was an addict when these children were born either. I don't know to that extent. But I do know that history of what she was back in the day. So they saying that they raised themselves out there in the street. And then Martell, oh, that's supposed to be my next video about that. And Martell got pissed off. Y'all saw that? He said that he didn't have no babysitter. He went off on his babysitter and his mama. Can't nobody work for him. He the one that had multiple babysitters, y'all. He said he got irritated or pissed off or something. But y'all know what that means when he goes off. And I'm gonna tell you something about his mother. She never mind babysitting for when it was just all the Eminem children, the original Eminem children. But he want to add that boy. That boy got special needs. She can't handle that boy. She can't handle that boy because what he do to his mama, he do to her. And she's not having it. So if he want her to include that boy too, she can handle the Eminem children. They pretty calm and pretty cool. In fact, they are here proud, but she can't handle that boy. He want to put that boy on them too. He want all of them included. They cannot handle that boy. Now, what he need to do is have that boy separate just by himself, away from the Eminem kids, because people cannot babysit him. Y'all got it like that. You say that Coleslaw is such a great mama. Y'all got it like that. You and Coleslaw got that boy like that. That boy have no home training. And then you want to throw him off on other people. People can't tolerate him. And I do know for a fact that she works on a night shift. Because whenever I spend the night up there, I see her. That's hard work. That ain't no easy work, mopping them floors all night long. Now, I'm not belittling her. I admire her. She old enough to be Coleslaw mama, and Coleslaw won't get out and work. This woman get up and work, and she doing mopping the floors and cleaning up rooms and stuff at nighttime. The night shift, y'all. And you expect for this woman to be able to come and babysit that little boy? Yeah, that's what it is. It was okay when it was just the children, the Eminem children, because, they some cool, calm, collected children. And plus, they can help her out, the older kid. But when you stack knots on top of it, can't nobody handle that little boy. And it ain't nobody's fault but his and his mom. You can't fault that little boy because they won't give him no home training. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna go. Oh, boy. Okay, BJ. Who is this? BJ, let me see. Did I read this? But I want to see what you were saying. The sad part is that this is reality in somebody's life. If it's the brother, anybody just scrolls past it. All the negative remarks are so not called for people. Yeah. Yeah, Chad, I date people. Let me tell y'all know when I used to not be no content creator, I used to wonder why every once in a while they had to stop their comments and start fussing with people. But sometimes it gets on your nerve when they'll come to your channel and hey, my son Hickman. Never Brown. Yeah, they come to your channel and they start belittling you on your own channel, and then to tell you how you should do your shit when all they gotta do is get their own video and create the way they want to create it, or just keep strolling. That's all. You already know what this. Everybody know that everybody over here support Melody. Then you bring your butt over here because you don't support Melody, Mel, and you tell me I'm wrong. And then that just pissed me off. Hey, DR, what you got for me today? Oh God, layman therapy plans for Marty. Oh, shut the F up. Oh. Brown shoes, leave your mama alone. Put the kids in daycare in a home day program. Not your mama's fault. The kid allegedly is a daycare dropout. Not a dropout. That ADR, I'm finna ADR always gonna say something to make me mad, make me laugh. Said the baby is a dropout already, a daycare dropout. Oh, I gotta use that. The baby is a daycare dropout, y'all. All right, I'm finna go for real, y'all. Y'all got me. Anyway, bye everybody, all the content creator, everybody that's sending me cash. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna stop and get me something to eat and sit up there and hopefully bro know me today. He look like he doing good. He not coming right back home, y'all. They gonna send him to rehab. So this little bit even give me a break. Even this all I gotta do is just go up there to his room, y'all. That gives me a break because when I'm in the house with him, when I'm in the house with him, I worries about him all through the night. I don't sleep good. I wonder if he fell on the floor back there and I ain't heard him. So I keep getting up, peeping all back in the back room. So that's why I want to go home so I can have the help. I got all my daughters there, my grandkids, all them grown. They'll help me out with him. All right, y'all. Stay well to you. Miss Never Smith, thank you. Tanya J, May. If people start watching that show, the Scots will go away. And that is definitely what I want. Y'all know she's got it. She's right. The power is in the people, you guys. The power is in us. And don't forget, please help me black out, at least with Stormy and her mama. Miss Van can't be on there. They're not going to be on there neither. The power is in us. Thank you, Wanda. All of y'all have a great day. Pretty brown eyes. Love your chatter. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm so y'all please go to this girl chatter. This girl right here is got a gift for that. You had me fooled. Y'all, I don't know if y'all ain't seen it, but y'all need to go see it. I thought she really had visited Scopes on Scope's site. And I'm looking, I'm saying, wow, they done did a lot. They got it all fenced up. I'm like, wow. And I'm like, I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of Schultz now. And I do want them to succeed, y'all. So I'm proud of them. Then if I go down the video, she gonna tell her she still was in Florida. But you had me. You had me, pretty brown eyes. I mean, you really had me. Anyway, bye-bye, y'all. I'm finna end it. Bye. Thank y'all for being here. On the way, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Hey, AC. And share and subscribe. Cricket 22. I didn't call you out. She's saying hey to you, pretty brown eyes. She's saying hey. And somebody else saying they love your channel, pretty brown eyes. Yeah, so we're gonna black out. Y'all help me black out on Stormy and her mama, please. Miss Wanda, like I said, she can't be on there. Miss Van can't be on there. We don't want them on there too. One other thing I want to say: go back and like that channel. It's monetized. Well, just go back and like all my channels, y'all, okay? And I got the one with the last one with Carlos' interview is got the my auntie story of the Titanic on there. I want that out bad. That story has to be out. So please go hit that like, get her on up there, y'all, because I want her to be noticed and recognized as being on the Titanic, and we have to do it ourselves. Don't forget, Auntie Melinda opened up doors for y'all to be on these cruises. Her name is Aunt Linda. Just call her Aunt Linda now. She opened up all these doors for y'all to be able to be on cruises when y'all go on cruises. Okay, Aunt Omi, I want to a real construction site. You had me fooled. I really was fooled. You had me fooled, pretty brown eyes. Okay, what the pretty brown eyes you can recognize? Pretty brown eyes, I ain't playing. All right, bye, y'all. I'm gone for real. It's almost 12. I got to get out of here.